Excellent. Neil, great to see you. Thanks for your time today. Neil, on a global landscape, we're seeing a lot of demand now about co-manufacturing for existing brands and small brands that are looking to start food production. Perhaps with your experience, can you share a little bit about the importance of brand protection and a couple of tips around what companies should be considering when they go to partner with a suitable co-manufacturer?
Yeah, sure. Nice to speak to you again, Mark. Many things, obviously, to discuss there and opportunities for companies to be aware of. I always say about two or three things, really having a clear process, a good protocol, working on the specifications are like really important. In those areas, there's many things you could delve into, things around having good contracts and information built in there that make sure you protect the brand, particularly around NDA, any kind of quality testing or requirements you want built into the contract, and also things to protect the brand on the IP. Moving into more operational things, there's many things around audits and traceability you'd want to also include. And particularly also, I think, for small to medium-sized companies, the whole thing around crisis management, which is not necessarily so obvious to those companies, how to protect if something does go wrong. So you want to know about all the traceability steps that are needed for the brand and for the co-man. And to make sure the co-man are following those processes, you need a check and balance in place, so you're checking on what they're doing and they clearly understand it. I think the other point is really important is around collaboration and having really good, clear lines of communication to make sure that your requirements are met, they understand it, and also probably some live face-to-face meetings as well as just Zoom calls and things like this to make sure there's a good understanding. I think around packaging, the whole piece about controlling the materials, controlling the brand, the labeling, making sure that the company and the co-man has a clear understanding about the labeling requirements, where it's going to be sold to the retailer into the marketplace, and making sure that they're compliant with the local legislation and regulations, depending on obviously what country and where it's been sold. One other very important item is for that co-man and the co-packer, whichever one you're using, has got a good hazard plan in place to make sure that the food safety and the quality management system is robust, sound, and meets your requirements. And obviously some kind of spot checks around that is also important. And really the specification probably is the last thing, to make sure you communicate your specification clear to the co-man, because often you'll get issues where potentially the wrong or different ingredients are used, maybe through mix-up in the facility or through lack of clear communication. And it's very important to make sure that your specification is maintained by the co-man, co-packer, and they manufacture to that recipe and that specification.
Neil, I think that's some fantastic insights. Thank you very much. I think, one of the things that you said right at the beginning really resonated with me about spending time together to drive the partnership, as opposed to spending time together and it be, oh gosh, we've got another audit, we've got another check. It's really about how do you grow the business collectively and really enjoy that time together. But Neil, some great insights as always. Thank you very much.